What's going on? Yeah. All right. What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S. Part of Den Media Group, presented by the Tailgate. The Tailgate to end all tailgates. Trying to continue to get people signed up for that. Grow it. Just we got the video. Well, right there is where the tailgate's gonna be. Top of lot 19. Making a lot of changes, $65. All you can eat, all you can drink. You do not have to give the $10 donation to the MFTK Foundation. But we would love you to tell a friend to tell a friend. It is my pinned tweet. Make sure you tweet it out, tell your friends this is where you're gonna be at. What's all going on. Also presented by just play that so we can get a good little quick snippet of what a tailgate looks like. It's just so much easier with tailgates out of town because nobody wants to take care of all of that stuff. We have DJs. We'll have all. Oh yeah, we had purposely. Wait a minute. Can you hear me though, Adrian? We know that clip. That clip got music, so we don't want it to have sound. Beverages, Hennessy and lemonade. There's Adrian. I gotta hit David up, see what's a good time to come over there and hit the whistle with him. Inbox Dr. Plaque right now, but that's what we got. That's what it's presented by. Got a little housekeeping stuff here. Make sure you go like the channel. We're getting ready, football season. Oh, there go my guy Steve. Football season is around here. If you're a greenie, or whether you're a greenie on the YouTube channel, whether you've donated, you have a consistent donation on mftkfoundation.com, which will get more funds to it. Or if you sent me the Cash App or Zelle or whatever it is to make sure you have your stuff. We will be dropping the Fantasy Football League. We will be doing the Pigskin Pick'em, I believe. Pigskin Pick'em is the NFL one. College Football Pick'em. I don't think the College Football Pick'em starts this week. Adrian asked a great, funny question. Adrian asked if this would be SB Productions' first tailgate. That's the guy who did the video of that last tailgate. That tailgate we were just watching. That's Steve's video stuff. He was also at Charlotte. He's also been to a couple of them, I think. Let's go ESPN Fantasy. I gotta figure out. Yeah, Brandon, we did do a college football. I gotta figure out how this college football fantasy league works. It's on another site, but I'm in one. I do want to do it for the culture. I'm trying to find where I can. Here we go. Pick 'em games. Oh, that's what the damn app is for. Are they doing week 0 pick 'em? No, it doesn't start till August 30th. August 30th. So we'll have college football pick 'em next week. We'll put the things up there. I'm going to also. I think this would be a little cool thing. I'm going to go through. We're going to make sure, even though they don't pay us any money, we're going to put the Hard Rock bets up. I am going to do parlays. I do the stupid parlay, like just the $1 or $3, and I just pick 15 games. Like it's my lottery scratch off. I was really successful with the NFL. I'm way more successful with the NFL than I am with college, because college just, it's a lot of bullshit that goes with the college stuff. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and start this hump day off properly, with a good old fashioned word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God. Thank you, God. Go.
Also, for those who are in the know, the Mandarin streams will start next week. The Creekside High School, they use NFHS and stuff like that, so they're a little bit behind or whatever. So we had to go another route. So we'll start it off against Atlantic Coast on the 30th. So if you guys got any businesses that want to be able to broadcast the game, we have a what do they call it? I just call it a PowerPoint. I have the PowerPoint for the advertising things of that nature. So just hit me up. Let me know. But next week that will get started. Jaden, what we talking about today?
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning edition of Big Games B.S. here on Wednesday, August 20th. This is your first time at the show. We call it Big Games B.S. because we bring the good, the bad, and the B.S. of the sports world, especially football, to your screens, eyes, and ears. So, first things first, we're going to start out with our MFTK segment for today. Rivals rankings have been released, and there is a Mandarin U player who sits at the top of that list. We also are going to discuss some more Mandarin U content before heading into FSU and NCAA football. So we got some FSU field updates as well as some soccer updates. Also in the college world, we will be discussing Auburn claiming some championships and the jokes and controversy ensuing around that topic, as well as some other schools. Before we get into the NFL, going to start off with the home team. Yes, 904 Duval's team, the Jags. Got 3 topics to touch on before moving into an AFC South team, another AFC South team with the Colts. Then we got some more topics as well, a few more before we get into our Big Games BS segment, where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world. But today we have one football video to discuss, and then we have some more basketball, food, and popular culture topics as well. We have our BS or bussin' segment to kick off our Big Games BS section. But no further ado, let's get into the rivals rankings. So, Bryson Wright, B5, aka, is the number 1 ranked 2028 player according to Rivals. So, yes, he sits at the top of this throne. And James, I was wondering, where's his other star at on the bottom right there?
So Rivals always starts off with everybody gets 4 stars, and then they shift it. I believe it's the top 30 players get the 5 stars. So he's effectively a 5-star. In Rivals, he'll be the number 1 player in On 3. Let me tell you. Let me see if they're still in that bullshit. Can you click on the link, the Rivals link, please? All right, it should be something in there where like you can scroll down a little bit. It should like hold on. Go back up. Like right there, make the page bigger so I can see. All right, well, you got to get them commercials off. Scroll down. Bryson looked like he's 35 right there. That is not. Hold on. Go. Oh. I just wanted the first paragraph. I want to see. Click on. It should have. I want to see the whole list of rankings. See if you click on the 2028 watch list. That's just that. Never mind. That's the one that just put. Oh, I gotta find it. It's all good. Click back out of it. Bottom line is, we got a couple Jacksonville kids on that list. We got Asher. Believe it or not, there may be a world where Asher and Bryson play on the same team at one point. But both of these young men are really, really good. Kudos to them. Kudos to Bryson. Every day he just comes. He does some stuff that amazes you. You know what he can also be? They may change him to an athlete by the time it's all said and done, because he could be a 5-star safety as well. Like, the boy is extremely talented. So, and shifty. So we'll see these talents this Friday. Make sure, again, one of the things I always tell people, man, go see some good high school football. We were robbed of a great game this weekend. So that stinks, but check out Bryson and Mandarin at Creekside. Go check some other games out. But shout out to Bryson and Asher. Knox, I believe, is he's top 300. They say that they're like 32 quarterbacks better than Knox. Some of those quarterbacks never played varsity yet that are in those rankings, which is wild. But as I told my guy, there's only one way to go, and that's up from this situation. So I believe Mandarin, when it's all said and done, will have 5 guys in that 5 to 6 guys in that top 300 for 2028 by the time we play our last game in 2027. Steve with SB Production says B5 would have been the top recruit in the class of 2027 as well, and that is 100% correct. Bryson would probably be the number 1 prospect, would be a top 10 prospect in this class. There are already different polls where he's an All-American. They got different polls where they're showing where he I think he was a top 10 player, high school player for this season. Just when it's all said and done, the kid is, like I said, I've never seen this kind of stuff from a high school kid before, so it should be all fun.
Speaking of all fun, James, some fans or some haters, if you will, have been sharing their opinion on Facebook about Mandarin U. So we got this picture and we're going to put him on blast on the Summer Jam screen right here. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I just want you to talk about this Facebook post right here. So let me share this with you.
And I got more information on the post, but I'm just going to keep it to what it is. I'm going to state that it was just a disgruntled parent. But I'm not like, I'll tell you. Anyways, so this reads like a disgruntled parent. Crazy to hear about what goes on behind the scenes with some of these kids, though. They aren't held to the same standards as other kids. Can come to practice late with food and make everyone run. Can get in fights and will start or play. Sports has gone downhill. Mandarin lost a lot of talent this past season. Watched the game Friday night. Mandarin was up 34 at the half. Came back out with starters to throw an 80-yard bomb to start the running clock. Would have been nice to see some other faces on the field and see how much depth this team really has. I guess the coaches just don't like OP. Yeah, so it's wild. So Mandarin, as well as most schools, I tell Toby you got to go 3 quarters. Starters go 3 quarters. The job is to win the state championship and get as many reps as you can. The goal, our starters weren't in shape. We needed to get them in better shape. So our starters played 2 quarters and a half. 2 quarters and a drive. They got out after that. But like, what new faces would you like to see? Like Will Jones, that nobody really knows about. Will Jones returned a kickoff that got called back. Will Jones scored a touchdown, had another big grab, probably could have scored 3. Or was it Tion Weiss, the brother of 20 that you guys all know I love? Did you want to see him go viral and make a big catch and also score a touchdown? Or would you have what would you have liked to have seen? A lot of these critiques are just like that you don't know. And you know what? There is this thing called pretty girl privilege. And maybe Bryson has a lot of the stuff you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like shows up late with food during summer workouts, but he's not the only one that does that. They all do that, and everybody has to run for it. And I can't go into too much detail because of what changed with it. Bottom line, it sounds like a lot of bitch assery. You know, if you feel you could do better, go apply to coach. Take the time out to do these stupid ass certifications that we got to do, and go get paid the $1,440 funky ass dollars the Wednesday before Black Friday. And then you come out here and you impose your will and do all of these other different things to make sure that the kids are getting adequate playing time. Because I know this, I saw 4 running backs play. Every offense, we had 65 players dress, of which 60 got a chance to play. Orange Park coaches understood what we were doing. Hey, this is not I-9. This is not, and even with I-9, when I coach the I-9 teams, we play to win. Practice is where you get better. I really, really, really want to say some other things about this guy, but you know, from what I found out, but if we put damn, I can't even put Adrian's comment. I don't even want to put Adrian's comment on the jumbo screen, but basically that's it. Keep your comments to yourself or get better. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you, but you know, fuck. I've been on the right side. I've been on the right side of more ass whippings. Thankfully. But I've been on the wrong side of ones a couple times too. Shit happens, man. My mother taught me you gotta be the same capacity you had to give an ass whooping, you gotta be able to take them. And if you don't feel like you're getting playing time properly, play better. Or I don't know. But if we get a chance, you know what? When nobody write the sympathy letters to us when IMG whooped our ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that be bothering me, dog. Like we know what it's like to get. We gonna whoop ass the first 4 games as much as we can because we know week 5 is gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a kerfuffle. And then after that, you know we got that back stretch. Our last 3 games are gonna be tough with Fletcher, Oakleaf, and St. Aug. So, you know, hey man, if you don't like it, fuck them. That's all I got to say.
We are now going to move into college football with FSU being the start of this section. So we got an update on the newly renovated Doak Campbell Stadium. So we got this picture courtesy of Norvell Central that there is new sod being put in the newly renovated Doak Campbell Stadium. You see a picture right there. And for you fans out there, if you're not aware, FSU's season opener is against Alabama on August 30th. Make sure to tap in with James's tailgate as well. It is on his pin. It is a pin tweet on his X account, so make sure you check that out. But for the FSU fans, yes, new sod is being put out on the field. So just wanted to give the fans an update of that as well. Before we get into a conversation that has been circulating the media courtesy of Jimbo Fisher's interview with Freddie Stevenson. So Jimbo recently said that FSU's 2013 national team was the most dominant college football team of all time. And here are the facts to prove that. So these are the college football teams with the largest margin of victory since 2005. So FSU is at the top of this list with 39.5 points. In second place, you have the 2005 Texas squad with 33.8 points. Then you have Ohio State, 32.1. 2010 Boise State, 32.3. 2018 Clemson, 31.1. Florida in 2008, 30.7. Clemson in 2019, 30.4. TCU in 2010 with 29.6. Bama with 29.1, and Baylor with 28.8. Someone commented under this post as well, saying people forget how dominant this squad was. Only team in history that Chris Jansen could verify, which had all 22 starters signed with an NFL team. 19 of them were drafted, 3 were undrafted free agents, and also holds the record for 29 total players being drafted from 2013 to 2015, which is the most in the modern era during a 3-year span. Previous record held by both Miami and USC by one less of 28. So, James, man, these numbers don't lie. And Jimbo was speaking facts. Indeed. And, man, these statistics surrounding that era, that Jimbo era, was something special, man. 39.5 points for your margin of victory is just, that is insane.
I mean, I wonder if people were writing letters for that too. Like the thing is, they pulled their starters too a lot. Like they could have whipped a lot of ass. They should have ran the score up a little bit more. That Clemson game, I think Clemson ended the season as top 5 and that was the largest margin of victory against a top 5 opponent. Maryland, if I remember correctly, was ranked high, with some people saying Florida State might have been on upset alert that game. Like Jimbo be telling a lot of lies, but in the beautiful, again, what is it? Believable lies. The only way to have a believable lie is to tell the truth. So it's not a whole lie, but Jimbo was speaking facts, and I love the fact that my boy Freddie is getting his flowers. That podcast, those things are doing numbers for that, and I hope I hope Freddie. And I don't know all the intricate details of his business, and it doesn't matter. I know he doesn't do it for that, but I hope Freddie. I love the energy that Freddie's putting into it, the connection that got made. Like I feel like I played a small part in it, and like Freddie's just a dope guy. Overall, just a generally dope individual that really, really worked hard. I love this. I love that for my brother. I don't get jealous. I get inspired. It makes me want to work harder because I know Freddie put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into his tragedy over Triumph, and a lot of people gave him shit about it. And the genius thing he did was not quit, and it's not luck. It's kind of like playing sports. He kept working at it. When he got his opportunity, boom, and then the right people came behind him and it supported him, and I love that for him.
We have some news, James, coming out of Colorado. Yes, I know we are talking about FSU, but we have a former FSU player talking about his former school, and that is FSU transfer Hakeem Williams. So he was asked by the Colorado media on the transition from FSU to Colorado, and this is what Hakeem had to say.
More development, more development. Just going and being around. Coming here, you're just around so much guys that been there. There was guys that been there at Florida State, but here is just on another level. You got 3 gold jackets. You got NFL guys that come in, Hall of Famers that even come in still to just pour in us and help us to be great and succeed. More development.
It just needs a little bit more polish when it comes to answering these kind of questions, because Ron Dugan's played numerous years in the NFL, was drafted. Like at a certain point, you got to take personal responsibility, and it didn't work. If you can't just say it didn't work, you really have to come to it on your own. Like you came in hurt. You were a little bit bigger than probably what he looks really good in that picture, right? That video right there. So he looks like he's dropped some of the bad pounds that he needs at that position. I think the world of Hakeem. I think Hakeem. I hope he puts it together, and he's going to be a really good wide receiver in the Big 12. You can see flashes, but if you can't get over the injury bug, then man, it doesn't matter where you're at. You're not going to get developed. You can't make the club in the tub. So, hopefully, but I'm going to kind of pause him on that a little bit, because you had a guy who literally in your position group did that. But I will say Deion has done a great job of hiring guys on the staff with NFL backgrounds and NFL resumes. And they had a good amount of guys. They didn't get drafted high, but I remember telling somebody in the spaces last year in comparison to Colorado's wide receivers and Miami's wide receivers. And I said Colorado has more wide receivers with NFL grades than the University of Miami does. And the guy in Miami thought I was crazy. And I said, brother, I do not cover college football. I played it and I watch it and I talk about it a little bit. I cover the NFL. Like, I watch a lot more NFL football than I do college. And as I've told people on this show, and I tell people behind the scenes, it is two different sports. It's the same game, but two different sports. Or maybe let me rephrase it. It's the same sport, but two different games. Let's go with that. That makes more sense. That we'll go with that. Same sport, two different games. And that's why you sometimes see guys, even like with college. Like I tell Toby all the time when we're coaching high school, yeah, that's supposed to work from a football mindset. This fucking high school. Like, I got better guys. Sometimes the right play doesn't work because they got better cats than you do. And you have to always remember that. But they're gonna ask Florida State, if Hakeem decides to leave this year. They're going to ask the coaches that you got coached with, and they're going to watch the film, but then they're going to ask the guys from where you left. I always tell people, don't burn a bridge that you might have to go back across.
So, since we talked about FSU football, let's shout out the ladies on that soccer field. So, FSU's soccer team is ranked number 3 after week 1. Yes, we are ranked number 3 in the nation. Just wanted to shout out the FSU soccer team, and the girls are off to a great start, killing it. Wish we could get that number 1 spot, but in due time, we will go to that championship again and continue to show our dominance. But just wanted to give a quick shout out to the ladies on the pitch. Next, we are going to discuss a football team. Oh,
put me on mute. You keep going, Jason.
Okay. We're going to talk about a team in Utah, and yes, that is BYU. We got some historical news to discuss with BYU. So let me share this with you guys, and let's get into it. According to Pete Thamel, BYU is naming true freshman Bear Bachmeier as the team's starting quarterback with his debut coming against Portland State on August 30th. Bachmeier, who will wear number 47, will become the first true freshman to start an opener for BYU. James, I know this is a historic moment for Bachmeier being the first true freshman to start an opener for BYU, but man, that 47 number, I wonder what it means to him, because that's crazy on the jersey, man. That is crazy.
Very stink. The only one that's been stanker was what was my guy at he played at Kentucky, man. It was lineman, like looked like a lineman, but he had like number 20 or something like that. But man, he passed though. He died. He was really, really good. He actually wasn't bad either, but it was a big some bitch. Yeah, gotta have some kind of meaning with 47. Like, I don't know if his dad wore it. Yeah, the hefty lefty. Like,
Great.
It reminds me of something that happened last week. Like, so Kai, Trey wears 36 because I wore 36. Jared Lorenzen, thank you, John. Kai decided that he wanted to wear like a 6 or something else or whatever other number that for his year. I'm like, and like, his mom was mad. I'm like, what are you mad for? He didn't have to wear 36 if he doesn't want to. Like, it's a lot of weight. Actually, I look every year to see if Trey should wear 36 because I don't want no bad 36s getting in this planet. Like, I saw a bad play at Florida State's practice. Whoever wear 36 now, I say, hey, man, can we change his number to 35 or 37 or something? Like, I don't want nobody out there. Like, I wear that 3. People call me 3'6". You think they call me 3'6" because I was mid? I don't want them calling nobody else 3'6". That sucked. But I wonder how much. I don't know if you call it throwing Mormon ass at a guy who's at BYU because he can't clap cheeks unless he's married. But I wonder how much soaking he's going to be able to get done.
So is he like a stopgap till Ryder? Is that Ryder Lyons?
No, that's not. Ryder got to still do a whole bid. He got to do a bid.
He's just there until Ryder gets back.
Wait a minute, because was it last class or was it this class? Wait a minute. All right, so we had the one guy that had to leave because he was getting some vagina. They signed the 5-star quarterback, right? Is it for this class or was it for this season? And he got to go do his Mormon bid, or is he the next recruiting class?
Okay, so he won't be on campus for the 2026 season, but will return in time for the 2027.
So, but Ryder was a class of 25 commit.
Yeah, he was supposed to be 26, but because of this year,
okay,
missions. That's what it's called.
So he'll be for the 27 season.
Yeah. He will.
Okay, so he's a 26. So he's in this current recruiting class, going to do his bid and then be back for 27. So
right,
yeah, he might be a stopgap because that's the
5-star Ryder.
That's still the wildest thing in the world to me. The steps that people go to just try to still claim virginity, like. At a certain point, man, just fuck. The Bible says if you even have impure thoughts, you've sinned.
Right.
So, like, just go ahead and sin. What again? Hell is the worst place to go on accident. Like, if you're gonna go, like, imagine you done all this stuff and you soaked one good time, and you thought you were good because you were just soaking, and God's just like, remember that one day, August 20th, 2025, when you were soaking with that girl? Elevator goes down and he just pushes the button and you just drop down. Now you're down there in the same place as Brittany Griner.
Oh my God.
Not Brittany Griner. I mean, that's the basketball person, right? I don't know if she's going or not. The hoe that was married to Kevin Gates.
Oh.
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner. It's all Britneys are wild. There was a Jacksonville had the girl Brittany Jones. Anybody remember Brittany Jones?
No black Britneys.
Brittany Jones is out here giving head on at the courthouse.
Jeez.
Like her whole thing, she went famous on Twitter because she recoiled like a snake to somebody's snake and like just went after. But anyways, like Brittany Renner, you down there with Brittany Renner, and Brittany Renner got bodies, and you got to soak. It's not fair. It's not fair. But yeah, that's kudos to him.
The courthouse hussy. Oh my goodness.
Just wanted to touch on some facts about Jared Lorenzen, James, that I found interesting since you did mention him. So one of the most interesting facts I found was his nickname, BBQ, which stands for Big Beautiful Quarterback. He was also nicknamed Hefty Lefty, and one of my favorites, Pillsbury Throw Boy.
Okay, this man might have the greatest set of nicknames I've ever heard.
I refuse to call him man BBQ because it's too
cool for the
it's too much. Hefty Lefty was dope.
Yeah,
I did not know he was Pillsbury Throw Boy.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Rest in peace to the God. Like he killed it, man. He was playing like he lived his dream. Like he played arena football for years. Like the man was dope. Like he was a really good quarterback. He was just fat.
Let me see his weight.
It's 285. But like, you know what? The crazy part is this. We did the graphic. We did the graphic, right? And people are getting bigger, right? What's 285, him being fat then is not really fat now. I mean, it's bigger, but like he was like 6'4".
Yeah, he looks big.
But I'm just saying, like, so I gotta. So it is crazy full circle when you're coaching your teammates' kids. Life gets weird. So Shiloh is one of my teammates, Ron Lumford. We call him Big Lucky. Lucky's nickname in college was Big Circle because he was 360 pounds. And that was extremely fat. Like 320 was like a big lineman.
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos ran that zone scheme with 275-pound offensive linemen. Now go look at the offensive lines in college now. You see it 340, 350, 360, 360. Like these motherfuckers are huge. But you would have thought Lucky was the fattest man on the planet. You would have thought Lucky was the fat boy Desmond Watson. The way they talked about him then. And but now he would just be normal sized.
He still got a belly. This man in a uniform looks crazy.
Yeah, he was not a he was raw. It was wild.
You love seeing the athletic big dudes.
But it's just like Cadillac with AM1.
Oh yeah.
Like knew it was good. He did, man.
Escalade.
Yeah, my bad. Cadillac
Escalade.
Cadillac Escalade. No. I was the right area.
I'm getting so
but Escalade's brother was an NBA player, if I remember correctly.
His brother's Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
What? I did not know that. What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like it's just amazing, like how things change. Because Mark Jackson's like you would never think.
Yeah.
Escalade big and black, like just a walking Biggie lyric of description, not the other gay shit, but like the walking Biggie description lyric. So the more I get, I still love Biggie, but like was Biggie the first DL rapper?
You can stop that right there.
He was the first rapper Puff turned out.
Right in the whole.
Joe, have you seen the viral video, like the videos going down the rabbit hole of the woman in like all his videos for his first one being a transmission?
Yes.
Fine ass transmission though. Because remember, bro, check. So listen, real talk. Big Papa video. There's the scene where all the men are in the bathroom, and there's the chick that walks in there to the urinals, and she's using the bathroom. And then everybody looks at her. She's light-skinned girl, got braids. That's the same chick in the bed with him for warning.
Huh.
Like go, who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? And then she rolls, she's booty tooted up in the air, rolls over and looks at him. And it's just like, yo. And it's another thing, but guy went down that rabbit. But Biggie has a lot of questionable rap lyrics.
For sure.
We all don't. I still don't believe Gutter. Gutter had to go on Vlad TV and cop please. LL, she was in the Flavor in Your Ear video. As soon as she comes in the thing, he's like, she. LL Cool J, like we like the signs were there. Anyways, we know Pac was gay, but we never said Biggie was. But Biggie's lyrics at least showed that he was comfortable with whoever is whatever. But anyways, my point is that's what Escalade was like, black and ugly as ever. However, you got Mark Jackson here, that's just. And Mark Jackson he's probably like normal size. Like, he can't be like he like 6'1", 6'2", right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He just looks petite compared to his brother.
He's 6'3". You just wouldn't
really
expect him to be like
he just doesn't look 6'3" compared to like everybody else, man. That's the crazy part of the NBA. Like before Dwayne, I met Dwayne Wade. Shaq and all those guys when I was in college, and I was like, me and Dwayne Wade like the same height. Wrong.
Yeah, no.
Wrong.
6'4".
He just looks short compared to Shaq.
Or
just
is he 6'6"? He's 6'4".
I think Dwayne Wade like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
But anyways, though, that's enough of that tangent.
So let's talk about an SEC team that has been breaking the internet as of late, and that is one of the two Alabama teams in college football, the Auburn Tigers. So Auburn has officially claimed 4 more college football national championships. Yes, you heard that correctly, adding 1910, 1914, 1958, in 2004, the Tigers' total national championships has reached 9. So I'm going to give you guys some insight on this as well. So before Tuesday, Auburn claimed titles in 1913, 57, 83, 93, and 2010. Now they added the recent 4. So you may remember the BCS existed in 2004, and Auburn did not play for the national championship. The Tigers were 12-0, but were 3rd in the BCS rankings behind undefeated USC and undefeated Oklahoma. After USC blew out the Sooners for the national championship, Auburn finished number 2 in the final AP Top 25 with 3 of 65 first place votes. The other 62 went to USC. The Tigers also finished 2nd in the coaches' poll. Auburn's feelings toward being excluded from the BCS title game that year are well known at this point. You can understand why the Tigers want to claim a national title for that season, but you also have every right to laugh at that claim and recognize it as legitimate. And this is all courtesy of Yahoo Sports that I'm reading from. Excuse me. And then Auburn is using a similar logic that Alabama used when it comes to pre-BCS titles. So 12 of Alabama's 18 national championships came before the BCS and subsequent college football playoff existed. For example, Alabama's 1941 title is claimed from a 9-2 season that saw it atop the Holgate Systems rankings. So, for example, Auburn's new 1914 school title is via the James Howell power ratings, though at least Auburn went 8-0-1 that season and didn't allow an opponent to score. So I guess we're just claiming championships now, James. That's what it sounds like.
Like, we have a lot of unclaimed championships at Florida State as well. But this is, I'll give them, the only one I give them is 2004. Personally, I believe no championship before integration should count. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, it doesn't matter like what y'all were out there doing, man. That game is unwatchable. We should have, I wouldn't wear any paraphernalia with it, but I wouldn't be mad if we went and claimed 2023, especially since Michigan has been popped for cheating. Like, I ain't mad at that, but like, this is just, it's just an Alabama thing. Like, you just got to claim, just go out there and just say things. Like, this is why I don't understand. Like, people could get really mad at people with their identifiers. Auburn and Alabama identified as national championships in years where they didn't win one. Like, it's clear. Like, you just claim what you can be, whatever you want to be, and believe whatever you want to believe. But the only year I think Auburn really got robbed, I will say 2004. They did get robbed. That team was legit.
So, with Auburn's updated championship count of 9, they are ranked right here on the most claimed national championships list, only behind Princeton with 28, Yale with 27, Bama with that 18 I previously mentioned, Michigan with 12, Notre Dame, and University of Southern California with 11. Then you have Auburn, Ohio State, Pitt, and they are above Harvard, Minnesota, Penn, Oklahoma, and lastly, Tennessee and Michigan State. So fans obviously check the Twitter with their jokes, hearing Auburn's decisions. And let's start with Tulane. So Tulane created the Tulane football 1998 national champions. The Green Wave finished 12-0 and was ranked 7th. Only Louisville came within a single-digit margin to Tulane, and you can
I think
see
that was the Sean King era. Like they have a good one. They have a claim to that.
You can see the schedule right here. Played Cincinnati, SMU, Navy, Southern Miss, Louisville, Rutgers, Southwest Louisiana, Memphis, Army, Houston, Louisiana Tech, and they defeated BYU on New Year's Eve in the Liberty Bowl. 41,
I think BYU was ranked toward the end of the season that year.
and they beat them 41-27. But the jokes started rolling in, and I thought this was a great response to them claiming those chips, man. But man, like you said, James, I just wish there was something that a governing body that could appeal those championships or do something. But man, I don't know, man. I do not know.
I mean, the thing is nobody's the only people who recognize them is them. It doesn't mean it's like claiming this my house as a country. Like, okay, you better still pay your taxes, your American taxes. Do whatever you want to do. Like Auburn, nobody cares. Like, but it's a lot better arguments than some of those. Like Tulane has an argument. They ain't play nobody, but they have an argument.
Let's get into some Bowling Green football. I know this is a team we don't really discuss, but with Eddie George recently taking that head coaching position over there, we got a fun fact for you all. So, did you know that Bowling Green has the sons of both Eddie George and their athletic director on this year's roster, which is the first time in FBS history that an active head coach and athletic director each have a son on the same football team, and they both play defensive linemen. So, man, that nepotism is strong, but hey, got to do what you got to do, man. Both of them playing D-line, and this is a historic moment for Bowling Green and for FBS history right here.
Eddie George's son looked like he might be about that life. He has the look, but we'll see. Always one of the funniest stories in the world is the fact that people say Eddie George destroyed the wife of the guy who owns Outkick, and that's why he doesn't like black people. And when I say destroyed, yeah, Outkick. It's a sports publication like that's it's like right under Barstool. They're pretty. It's more conservative. Gotcha. Like they tried to get Jason Whitlock, and even Jason Whitlock was cooning too much for them, so they had to boot him off of their network. But like it's but who's the guy who I gotta try to think of the guy who runs it? Sure, it come to me, but the rumor is
Clay Travis.
That's it. Yeah, if you look at Clay Travis, they say before Clay, Clay been trying to play catch up ever since.
Oh, man, I mean Eddie George, he had a wife for a long time. Oh, she's kind of strong.
You got the wife from not SWV, right?
What?
Yeah.
Man. Teach their own.
I mean, some of them. It's funny because again, Biggie-isms.
That's what I was.
When Biggie said, "I'll fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly ass escape bitches," that was a wild statement. He didn't talk about SWV. Yeah.
Strong.
I mean, she's pretty. She's a stronger faced woman. I admit it.
That's a okay picture right there.
Yeah, like when you get a little older, man, it's tough when you have
any other picture.
you know, like he breeding purposes.
That face is strong. Hits the gym 5 days a week.
Yeah. I mean, the genes, like he was, like I
So
said,
his
like
son's
somebody
probably
said,
good.
like somebody said, somebody loves Leslie Jones, and she got a lot of work that she got to do with some of the pictures. Don't
Yeah, y'all gotta stop with that.
Yeah, somebody puts. Come on, dog. Well, no, you talking about Angela? You talking about New Serena? New Serena, I don't know what the fuck going on with New Serena, but old Serena, boy, them's fighting words right there, bro. I don't know what New Serena just. I don't want to get that rich.
It's ironic you said fighting words, James, because when I included this in our show today, I didn't know how you would react, but I genuinely wanted to know your opinion on these throwback uniforms from Hog Town. So I want to get your opinion on specifically the helmet in these uniforms. What are your thoughts on the old school retro throwback helmets for the Florida Gators that they will wear on the October 18th matchup against Mississippi State?
I mean, F you. Makes sense. I think they're trying too hard. My opinion, but like, I would have took the F and kind of gone all the way under the U, not cut it off. But the colors, I just don't like the color scheme.
Respect. Just want to hear your opinion on that as well before we dive into the NFL. So we're going to start off with the Jaguars, with the home team, like we always do. And man, I'm loving the new pickup we got, Kalen Saunders. Man,
He is full of life and flamboyant and vibrant and just really just bursting on the scene.
Hey, yo, but he is active on Twitter as well, saying, "Who knew I'd like Teal this much? My goodness, this got a MFer ready to run through a brick wall at 8:43 p.m. on the Tuesday evening." Man, I'm loving the energy from Saunders so far, and just can't wait to.
Who knew I like Teal this much? My goodness, this got me bricked up at 8:43 p.m. on a Tuesday evening. Hell yeah! Hey man, you do your thing, sis. I'm with it, dog. Like, just go chase them sacks. That's all we care about around here. We are progressive. This is a progressive show. We need the defense to look good. But I ain't mad. Did you hear about how he said he found out? I thought it was like quicker than that. My man said he was playing video games when Fortnite. He found out that he was traded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said he was playing Fortnite when he found the news. So, man, gamer off the field, but man, hopefully he's a gamer on the field for that Jaguars D-line. And James, let's talk about a player that is highly talked about already with being the number 2 pick in this year's NFL draft, Travis Hunter. So Ryan Clark was recently, let's just say, put on blast for saying Travis Hunter and the Jaguars, if they didn't play him on both sides of the ball, would waste that number 2 pick. So let's see what RC had to say in defense of his stance that if Travis doesn't play both sides, they waste that number 2 pick. And this was on Get Up. So let's see what RC had to say.
But obviously any missed practice time for a player that's trying to be 2 players is gonna set him back a little bit.
So RC, say to these guys what you said to me in the meeting this morning. That if he doesn't play both sides of the football, you wasted a pick. You wasted assets. You decided that moving up to number 2 wasn't truly what you wanted to do, because he's not the number 2 pick as a wide receiver. He's not the number 2 pick as a cornerback. He is the number 2 pick if he plays both.
Right.
He is the number 2 pick if he affects both sides of the football. If he doesn't do that, what you gave up, giving up next year's first round pick to get him
it's not worth it to play offense primarily or no defense, and vice versa. So to me, if you have to make that decision based on his inability to physically hold up throughout 17 games, it was a mistake to draft Travis Hunter.
If he predominantly plays offense, catches 70 passes for 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns, and Trevor Lawrence looks like the number 1 pick, he's absolutely worth the.
No, because then you could have got Ladd McConkey last year.
Yeah.
Because Ladd McConkey had 1,200 yards.
But this regime wasn't there last year.
But it's Liam Cohen's problem to fix Trevor Lawrence. It's not Travis Hunter's problem to fix.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
It's James Gladstone's the general manager. It's his responsibility.
Neither receivers nor corners ever go number 2. That is the rarest of rarities.
Calvin Johnson went number 2. He's not Calvin Johnson.
No, I know that, but like listen, I understand the premise, but the most important thing in Jacksonville is getting Trevor Lawrence to play at an incredibly high level because he was supposed to at the number 1 pick. And if Travis Hunter is part of that and he steps in, even with the asset given to him and the high draft pick, and he comes in and this offense rolls and Trevor Lawrence looks outstanding, totally worth it.
They're both right. Like, this is the problem with nuance, like arguments. The most important thing on the Jacksonville Jaguars is getting Trevor Lawrence to play to the top of his abilities. Because again, I know y'all love to misquote me. Trevor Lawrence has all of the tools to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He just has not lived up to that adage yet. Now, people could go and say, like, I think like the 21 wide receivers that he is thrown to, only like 9 are in the NFL still, which could mean that he's a career killer or he just hasn't had good wide receivers to throw to. I will, whatever. Multiple things can be true at the same time. But to Ryan Clark's point, if 1,206 is what you're expecting for Travis Hunter, you could have got that from somebody like old boy that's got drafted by Carolina. Like, why not go get somebody who does that? No. The one from Arizona this year. The Polynesian sauce name. What did you say?
T-Mac, Tedero McMillan.
Go get him. There are other guys you could have gotten this year that would provide you that. Not saying that they're good as Travis Hunter, just saying I get it. But the really awful quarterback is right. But Ryan Clark is right too. Like, you drafted him to impact both sides of the ball. He'll primarily be on offense, play a little bit of defense, but is durability going to be a concern? Which I get them asking that because of what we see. But it's also the preseason. We don't need to see 50 plays of Travis Hunter in the fucking preseason. We just need to see that he knows what to do. And I get it, but he will finish his career at wide receiver when it's all said and done. But right now, for what you traded in order to get him, he has to make an immediate splash. That's what you draft. It doesn't always work, but that's why you draft guys in the top 5 picks. And then his comparison was spot on. Is he Calvin Johnson? Abso-fucking-lutely not. He is not Calvin Johnson. But that doesn't mean he's not good. It just means that they have you don't draft somebody that high, make the trades to get him to not have the ROI in which, because again, we got to remember, the reason why he won the Heisman wasn't because he was just elite or dominant on both sides. They used things like the amount of plays. We've never heard that before. His whole upside, his whole shtick is the fact that he can play a crazy amount of plays. But I mean, I agree with both of them.
Yeah, because I mean, there's so many, as a perfect example, top picks that you miss on. So after a while, I start to be like, whatever. You guys would miss on a number 1 pick, and then we forget about it in 2 weeks anyway.
He's drafted now, and then he made one of the greatest observations, because the Jags have had a lot of wasted picks. Like right now with Trayvon Walker, right? I still to this day don't think Trayvon Walker should have been the number 1 overall pick.
Right.
He can't help that. At the end of this contract, is Trayvon Walker a good NFL player that could give you what you need to get? That is what the question you must ask yourself.
And based on that,
the number 1 pick is done. Did he live up to the number 1 pick? Not really. Not saying he's not bad, but he lived up to a first-round draft pick, just not the number 1 overall pick. When you're loading your roster and you're re-signing him, can you find a better guy to do what it is that you want them to do in that spot? So the next contract for Travis Hunter won't be about was he worth the number 2 overall pick? It's can he provide you value in what you're doing at this juncture? That's kind of what you have to look at it.
Did you guys know Travis Hunter had a stepbrother in the league?
No.
Oh, just letting you guys know that Hunter Travis is on the Jags. The Poly Market Football put this post. Thought it was hilarious.
That's wild.
It looks real.
If I wanted Travis to be what do you call it? The clear black people.
That is so
albino.
Albino, yeah.
The clear black.
Yeah, just come on now, like that. We know that's not a white person.
Yeah, that's an albino.
That's an albino. That would be an albino. Like,
yeah, for sure. It's just it can't.
I think it's just the hair throwing you off. The black twist.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Now, because if I saw some white person with real dreads like that, that would really make me be interested. But this is about as real as Travis Hunter getting a divorce.
There's no way. That would be so funny.
Just wanted to add a little bit of humor in there before we take a deep dive into a topic that was previously mentioned by Dan Orlovsky, with that being Trevor Lawrence. So ever since Trevor Lawrence has started for the Jags since 2021, he was obviously, if you did not know, the first pick in the 2021 draft. The Jaguars' record since 2021 have been 3-14, 9-8, 9-8, and 4-13. And these are Trevor Lawrence's stats during those years right here. Gonna zoom in on this for you guys. So in 2021, he went 359 out of 602, a completion percentage of 59.6. Important to note that he's had a completion percentage of around, let's just say 60%, rounding that 59.6 up or higher during his 4-year career. He threw for 3,641 yards his rookie year, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Following year, he had 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, throwing for 4,113 yards. Next year, 21 TDs, 14 interceptions, and last year, 11 TDs, 7 interceptions. Obviously, only playing 10 games, dealing with the injury, and in 2023, played 16 games as well. So, James, a lot of people are saying the phrase make or break for Trevor Lawrence from an image perspective, if you will. But I just want to remind people of the contract situation with Trevor, because, yes, this does play a very, very, very big role in the quarterback situation. So last year, Trevor Lawrence signed a 5-year, $275 million contract, which produces an average salary of $55 million. This included a $37.5 million signing bonus, along with $200 million guaranteed. So in this contract, there is a full no trade clause as well. Just wanted to let the fans know. I just want to repeat that. Yes, his contract has a full no trade clause, meaning he cannot be traded anywhere without his permission, without his say so. So, James, what I ask of you is 2 questions. 1, is this a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence for the sake of his image? And 2, if the Jaguars decided that Trevor Lawrence wasn't performing, how likely is it that some team will take on the contract of Trevor? And how likely is it that Trevor will sign off on that team trading for him?
Ain't nobody trading for Trevor if he don't ball out. And with that contract, the contract makes sense if Trevor finally turns the corner, because you have him locked in, and we see how the salary cap is going to increase. It's only going to get more money as the NFL continues to construct more deals. So the salary cap's going to get higher. Quarterback's going to be asking for $60,000, $70,000 very soon. And we got him on an average of $50K a year.
Million.
So like you have the money invested in the position if you feel like you have your guy for the future. And that was the whole argument around paying Trevor more. But the problem was you hadn't really seen it all but 1 year. But man, you gotta like, you are like, you're stuck though. So you'll never get the ROI if you don't get him to be good. And the problem is, if he's not good, he would have tanked, regardless of how you feel about Herbs. He would have tanked Herbs. He would have tanked. That'd be three coaches' careers that got ruined because of that. So ain't nobody else taking the flyer on you, bro. Not as a starter.
There might be one team because Daniel Jones is starting for the Colts right now.
He's starting purely because
Anthony.
It hurts.
Yeah, I can't believe he got a job. I was like wow, he's still in the league.
Like Ant is, our guy. We're Anthony Richardson fans on this show, but Ant, it might be the. Florida's known for scamming, man. They got the OG Florida scammer.
We gave him Lamar Jackson, then we tricked him with Anthony Richardson. Wish the best for you. But Daniel Jones does have a job.
And yes, Trevor Lawrence signed the contract on June 13th, 2024. That 5-year, 275 buckaroos. Whew. Man, that is a hefty contract. And $55 million average salary is a nice payday in Florida with no state income tax. So, man, we will see this year. Obviously, Trevor was dealing with that shoulder injury last season, only playing 10 games. But I'd love to see him rebound, get the Jags back on the map, and hopefully take the crown of AFC South champions. But speaking of AFC South, Miles hinted at this in our Trevor Lawrence discussion. And if you are Colts fans, you probably already are aware of this news, but Daniel Jones is the starter for the Colts. The Colts had announced that, yes, he is starting week 1 for Indianapolis' team. So, like James said, if you are Anthony Richardson fans, it's hard to see him not get that starting role. But with his injuries and with the subbing out play he had last season, many people are aware of the signs that may have put Daniel Jones over the top. So the media took no time to ask Anthony Richardson on his thoughts surrounding Daniel Jones getting that starting job. And this is what AR had to say.
And then continue to grow through it.
You got to respect the decision. I feel like he's a better fit for the team, better fit for the outcome of us winning. So you just got to respect it and just keep working. That doesn't undermine any other work I've been putting in. Doesn't say that I haven't improved. I'm proud of the improvement I've made. Shane is also proud of that. So you got to keep stacking on that. Just keep getting better.
You say you respect and then continue to grow through it.
Obviously, James, he said all the right things. Said all the right things, but man, in your opinion, what are your thoughts on why AR-15 didn't get that starting job in comparison to?
He needs to sit and watch. It's too late now because they're gonna he's got to go to route of Jameis.
Yeah,
like if it's gonna work out for him after this, like he's gonna have to go somewhere and probably take a little bit less money to somewhere where they believe they can actually invest in him. But right now, AR's got AR's never since high school. So you got 4 years of high school, 3 years of college, so that's 7. He's in year 3 now, right? The NFL. I believe it's year 3. So in 10 years, he's never finished the season. Like he's never been fully healthy.
Yeah.
He had very little starts in college, very little playing time. He needs to watch. And one of the things at the end, and Quincy Avery talked about this, is like, and then also my guy, Kobe. NFL does such a, he's 23 years old.
Yeah. He's so young.
He's young. He just needs to watch and learn how to be a pro. I see it already on a high school level. Everybody is in such a rush. And because the game is like that, to play, that sometimes it retards your development and your growth. And really, once you start playing, imagine if you're playing on a bad team, you develop habits to survive. It's just like, you ever seen the people who are institutionalized, or like they only know one way and you try to put them somewhere else? Yeah. Like that happens on the football field. You start seeing ghosts. Like you get used to doing something, like you have an internal, like it's why Brady was so good. Brady was so good because he came up, like he had Drew Bledsoe that he was able to watch, a guy who was really considered one of the better quarterbacks, on a great culture with great coaching. And he never developed bad habits. And so everywhere he goes, he can now coach. Aaron Rodgers kind of the same way. Even when Aaron Rodgers is on a bad team, he still knows the right thing to do. He's just crazy as fuck off the field. Bert did bring up a good point. He does have a chance to beat Geno. Geno Smith was I remember saying some bad things about Geno Smith early in his career. But Geno, once he figured it out, he was able to sit, he was able to learn, and then he came in and did his thing. Now, if you want to compare him, I said Montre put Washington was a bad team. Jaden Daniels was 25 and was a 25-year-old rookie. We got a 23-year-old third-year player. Jaden Daniels got a chance to see a lot of plays. He played at Arizona State. Then he went to LSU, got developed, got around some good talents, learned how to use his body and manipulate it in a manner in which you could do, which is one of the beautiful things and one of the benefits of the COVID year, of the transfer portal, is you actually are going to get older, more mature guys that can come out and play. It's just a difference. Like my man couldn't drink when he signed I think he got 20 mil guaranteed. He couldn't even toast to the good life because he wasn't old enough.
They weren't the measurables.
I remember. I was there. Anthony was was the show. I was getting interviewed because of Anthony Richardson.
Josh Allen helped him out a lot.
That's what they called it. He was Black Josh, which is wild because nobody ever gets like normally it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was trash in college, but he was a starter for 3 years. He was trash because he played on a trash ass team, but he had all of the intangibles. So they thought, what if we get him around some better offensive linemen? What if we get him around some better wide receivers? Josh went to Buffalo and said, oh my God, even though we're not very good, this is better than anything I've ever seen in my life. Whoa, I get 3 seconds to throw the ball? I was getting hit in 1.5 in college. This is like, darkness is your ally. I had never seen the light until I became an adult, and by then it was blinding. That's what Josh Allen said to them. So, yeah, man. All good.
What do you
All
think?
good.
What do you think Quincy Avery meant, James, when he put, you guys keep trying to figure out why Anthony Richardson isn't the starter by watching tape, but that's not where the answer is. That's not where you'll find it. And obviously this quote tweet went viral, accumulating 9 million views in under 24 hours.
I did not hear no race stuff.
You said what? Repeat that again?
He said, you guys keep trying to figure out why Anthony Richardson isn't the starter by watching tape. And that's not where the answer is. That's not where you'll find it.
Oh no, but Q is basically saying what I said. Everybody assumed Q was talking about race because that's just what people do on the internet. Like, because I saw him fighting somebody, and they're like, "Where did I make this about?" What? Like, people don't know how much they're telling themselves by how they respond to things.
That's why I said it better not, because usually you that's the normal response. Somebody trying to play the race card or whatever, especially for someone who gains from Anthony Richardson doing well. But if he says it's not and gives an actual
it's like it's the lack of development, the fact that he wasn't a starter. It was a lot of other different things.
Okay.
Like he said, he even puts on there, where do you see me mention race? It's not like it's why the Shadur Sanders argument is flawed right now. If the NFL, there's racism in the NFL. There's racism everywhere. Racism is a societal construct. That doesn't mean the person implicitly is racist. That's why they call it institutional racism. But the line of thinking behind institutional racism in the NFL would be more strongly presented in the fact of ownership and front office. But even then, you're starting to see slow change. Now, to quote Malcolm X, you can't put a 9-inch blade in my back, pull it out 6 inches, and say we're making progress. You got to pull it all out, all the way out, tend to the wound, let it scab up and start to heal. But like the quarterback position has been changed completely. I would have never thought I would see so many black quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like if you just go back 10 years. Like hell, what is it? I know he's going to be looking up at us, but the Colts owner, for Lamar Jackson, was like he said he's not tall enough to play quarterback in the NFL, but said Baker Mayfield was. Yeah, said Lamar needs to play wide receiver, but Baker but Baker 2 inches shorter was okay.
Yeah,
I don't think Jim Irsay is a blatant like I hate black people, but your biases that you grew up with are still there sometimes. I think that's going to be when America really, truly, like when you can't be raised by a dude who hates black people and not have some bias. Not saying Jim Irsay, I'm just saying in general. If your pawpaw was hanging out at a picnics where they were hanging dudes, no matter if he was a deacon or taught Sunday school, they're probably going to rub some of that off of you. And even if they change their lives, they're still going to have some things that they got to work with because that was something that was built in. Like, and vice versa. My grandmother saw her daddy get hosed on the damn streets for marching. You don't think that had something to do? And that woman helped raise me. My mother was the first person in my family to go to school with white people. You don't think some of the shit that she probably went through kind of fucked with her a little bit?
Sure.
I'm just saying, like, this is just like.
But the talent and the money kind of trumps that at this point, which is good to see, right?
Well, it's good. Don't say it's good to see, like,
It's sad that it takes money.
Like you be so like you can. One thing America loves is a winner, and if you win, you're good. You don't win, then shit.
You don't see a bunch of white running backs because
it worked. Like you can't. I can't think of the guy's name, but when the America's Top Comedian or whatever, when that thing first came on, now he had the greatest joke in the world. There are good stereotypes and there are bad stereotypes. You got to take the good with the bad. Everybody assumes, which is tough sometimes, everybody assumes that black men can hoop and we got big dicks. Some of that you got to take with a little bit of the person going to clutch their purse. But you have to also tell them the truth. If you really believe that, what do you think grabbing your purse going to do in this situation? So he was walking and then the person stopped and they crossed the other side of the street and he yelled, he's like, if you believe I was going to rob you, then you should believe we're fast too. But again, this wasn't, like I said, I'm with Q on this one. Anthony Richardson's thing is in his head.
Yeah.
And he has all the tools. Again, same like with T-Law. He got all the tools. He just has to find the system that can put it in. And he hasn't had a coach that's been able to last. Neither has he. But Daniel Jones starting gives me the ultimate confidence in everything else.
This has been one of the saddest videos across our Twitter or X timeline, excuse me. And that is none other than the Bucks undrafted free agent, Desmond Watson. Desmond Watson is still not allowed to practice, but he is allowed to watch. Take a look at this video of Desmond at practicing. Man, the montage of Watson videos this offseason have been sad.
Have you seen The Simpsons? I know this was probably before you were born, but there's a Simpson episode with Milhouse playing with himself.
I don't remember.
Like he's like on the what's the it's not a swing, but like you see people sit on both sides of the thing and you push up
the
one
seesaw.
the seesaw. This is kind of what this looks like. Like we got to play some sad music with this. I gotta get this. I gotta find it. This got to be a gospel song that can go with this. But
That is.
I personally don't see how this is helping him.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like I would think we want him to work out.
Right.
Like
at least have him in the gym with the trainer while this is going. Why would just have him standing there like a kid waiting for his parents?
Or like, hey, do something on your own.
Right.
Like do bag drills, do this. But like he's not, I can tell he's not sweating. Because you don't see no dark marks on the jersey. Like he look like he's chilling and getting a stipend. Like you still get paid.
Yeah, for real.
Like he ain't getting paid like NFL money, but he getting paid better than us. Get paid better than the beat to watch that shit. Like I gotta watch you doing this, man. Nah, man. Like we got like maybe In the Arms of an Angel. Is that for 50 cents a day? You can help starve a kid so that he can make an NFL roster. He's gonna be cut on the first round of cuts. There's no way to go back to it. Let me see if that works. Go back to that video. Montre put a good one on there. I may have to use that. Okay, let's see. Even though your winds blow, I just want you to know, let there be peace. I don't know if I like that one. I gotta find them. I told the storm to pass. Storm, you can't last. Go away. Nah, that man really gotta lose. Like he gotta be under. Imagine. This is where I tell people, like a lot of people mentally aren't. You gotta be. This is why I didn't mentally. You got to be on a different tier in the NFL. They told this man to lose to get to 400, right? And you would be a multi-millionaire. All you gotta do is be 400 pounds.
Light work. Well, not light.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight. In that, it would be better for you for your life. That's it. There we go. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. No matter what's going on, he'll make it all right. Miles, what's your email? Never mind. Just text it to me. I just thought about it. Don't know if you want to be spammed. Yeah, we're gonna use be encouraged. Like man, but just lose the weight. Now you know who would be a great trainer for him? Jameis Winston.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jameis would be perfect for him.
Man, sucks to see Desmond and get well soon, man. Hopefully you can cut before you get cut, my man, because it's not looking good for you. And man, just sad times over there in the Bucks organization for Desmond. So we didn't break. We covered the news of Isaiah Bond getting picked up and signing the contract for the Browns. And this was his opening statement for the Browns media. You know, Dev Kleiman had to put a slick caption saying, "New Browns wide receiver Isaiah Bond has gone viral for his opening statement, with fans speculating that he was, quote, up all night rehearsing it." So we're going to play the...
This is like, you can't say these things. Oh, man,
Right.
let's see. I hope.
Let's see what you all think of the video of Isaiah Bond. And please let us know what you think in the chat, y'all. We want to hear your opinions as well.
Very excited to be a Cleveland Brown. I've been playing football since 6, and I know it's a great privilege to play in the NFL, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I know there's going to be questions about the allegations, but my agent and my attorney have advised me not to go into detail. Since day one, I proclaimed my innocence, and I stand here today in that same way. I'm very excited to get to know my teammates and show the Cleveland Brown community why they made the right decision.
So, James, do you think Dev Kleiman's caption holds up?
What's wrong with rehearsing that?
That was rehearsed.
I would rehearse that.
But like, it was definitely it's this thing called a prepared statement.
Right.
Like, this was not him just getting interviewed and them just asking, "Hey, what do you like?" This is how he started off the press conference.
Right.
That's what you do. Like, everybody does these things. The only like before 2016 and 2020, our presidents did these things. You guys go to church on Sundays. You know what most of those guys are doing? They're reading you a prepared statement. Hell, most of y'all like Joel Osteen. I tell you, the Lord has done such a favor in my life. Let me tell you about all the great things that my Jesus can do for you. Like, everything. There's studies, there's things done, like hand placement. Like, he's not reading to, like, he's not guilty. Right. He don't give a fuck about what you think about his guilt or innocence at this point. What he's doing is he's trying to make sure they covered all of the points that needed to be covered. And then from there, it's just chill. What you want him to say? Hey, man, listen, dog. I just had to be back here, you know what I'm saying, folk? You know what I'm saying, folk?
Yeah.
Man, I'm about to get out here. I'm about to run these dig routes. Like,
they wanted to be cool with that, but like, nigga, I'm going through a case right now. It's real out here.
Chit wanted me to dig her out. I ain't really doing that no more. I'm just running dig routes now. You know, I just want everybody to know I'm gonna go like a 9 route. Like, you know what you want him to say?
Right.
But I'm TDJ's now. TDJ, have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Like, even TD Jakes, all these cats, man, like, that's what happens, man. I ain't mad at that.
I'll be mad if it didn't.
Yeah, like, if he came up there, I would be like, damn, dog, you don't take shit seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted him to go up there like Pickens? I was really more worried that it was going to be like George Pickens at the combine. Because again, our thing went viral. I'm like, get it out, baby. Like, you can. He's like, my boy gave him really easy instructions. State your name, your school, if you're doing the bench press or not, and if you're not, where you will be doing the bench press.
They would have.
It was like, I'm George Pickens. I'm at Georgia State of. I will be doing I'm not participating in I'm gonna do my bench press later. I'm like, get it out, baby. Sound it out, spell it out. But that's what I knew. George Pickens was a football player. He was not here but he wasn't fighting for his life. That man do his thing, dog. Y'all worry about the wrong shit. Dev Kleiman, man. Dev Kleiman is I as much as I want to hate on him, he's the best at this.
He's a rabble browser.
He's the best. He's the best sports engagement farmer out there. Oh, shout out to Cedric. Or no, it's not no Eden. It's Cedric.
Okay.
Cedric Graham.
Man.
Appreciate you, brother, for becoming a colored. Montre put. Yeah, I like Pickens too. I think
he runs funny.
Listen, dog. Jerry loved buying an unruly
Yeah.
Negra. I mean, think about it. He's had some. Remember, man, did y'all see Jerry when he said his first? What was your first purchase after buying the Dallas Cowboys? Deion Sanders. Like, yo, context.
He was telling the truth.
Pac-Man Jones had to get Pac-Man's special.
Oh yeah,
like he's built for this. Jerry's built for this. He's like, my family in Arkansas, we specialized in buying unruly Afro Americans, and we knew how to get them to act right. Nah, I'm just all jokes aside. I could tell you, if I was rich, you know what I would do? I'm buying people too. Can't wait to buy people. You ain't gonna judge me. I'll be a good owner.
I would buy all people shorter than me, so I feel tall wherever I go.
I mean, good. That's a good one. That is a good one. I just want to throw midgets. I know it's illegal in the state of Florida, but you can do anything in the confines of your own home.
James, I know you're excited for this news that Ari Marov posted on his X account, and that is a collaboration between the NFL and Crocs. They announced a multi-year licensing agreement today, and this was on August 18th, launching the first ever NFL Crocs collection aimed at bringing a fresh design perspective to football fandom. So, James, if they got the Jaguars Crocs, are you copping, man?
Actually, no, I got effort. No, because I cover the Jags. I'm not a Jags fan. But I find it funny that the different places have Crocs designed for what the football season is going to be. If you notice, KC, Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Philly all have like some built-in fur.
Oh,
and San Francisco doesn't, but I heard Northern California is a little cool. But like, cool for them.
So now
if somebody buys it for me, I'll rock them. But like on a show or something. But like, I do love some Crocs, man.
Yes,
Graham, put that up on the jumbotron. If you've watched the show or you come there, you know my vernacular. But it's a pig's pussy pork. Of course, Tailgate ticket's gonna be selling them bitches. I'm just buying enough food for however much is on Thursday.
That's the important part to get the numbers.
Yeah, but we're gonna sell tickets all the way through the tailgate. So I might have to be like Jesus feeding the 5,000 and 5,000 show up. You have to break with 5 loaves and 3 fishes. We're gonna make it work. But yes, we do have plenty of those tickets. Please go to my pin suite and Flourish King. Buy 10. If you buy 10, you get a 0% discount. My bad, but those NFL Crocs are pretty cool.
I know you are a Croc aficionado. That's why I want to pull it up and obviously show the viewers and listeners as well. But now, since we got that out of the way, we are at our Big Games BS section for today, where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world sometimes, and that sometimes is not today because we have one video to discuss revolving around a Rams fan, but we're going to get into that later because we're going to start off with our BS or bussin' segment for today. This is where James ranks a food as BS or bussin', and today we have a sweet treat for you guys. These are churro apple fritters apple pie. So we got a video. We got a video for you right here, and let's take a look to see if James and the chat views this as BS or bussin'.
Okay.
Churro apple fritter. We've got our churros here. Just gonna pipe these onto a piece of parchment paper and then use the back of a spoon to make your little hole here, just like you would a donut. And then we're gonna fill it up with our apple slices, a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and then come through with some more of that churro batter. Let's go ahead and fry these up nice and golden like this. We're gonna add a little bit of our glaze to the top. This looks absolutely amazing, better than anything you'd find in a bakery. Enjoy. Churro apple.
So James, BS or bussin' for the churro apple fritters, apple pie.
I mean, it's probably good. Again, I just think we're trying to make comfort food too fancy. But the churros, like churros are. I like a good churro. But I'm gonna eat it. And I like cinnamon. I'm gonna fuck with it. Like, but the glaze definitely gonna raise my. I don't want to raise my A1C for no reason. That's my biggest fear in life is like to go into diabetic shock for some bullshit. Like if I'm gonna die, I want to die in a glorious way. Like at least the food was delicious. Imagine dying from food and like one of the things like we're gonna detect. This is how I died. Mid. I don't think she put enough seasonings on that though. You got like that thing got to be dusted. Isn't that because the churro got the good cinnamon stuff on top of it, right? But it was all right. I mean, like I said, if I don't have to pay for it and somebody just presents this to me, I probably would eat it.
Next, we are gonna talk about our BBG Wildin segment, aka Baby Girl Wildin segment, and this is going to a Rams fan during a preseason game. So, she got a little bit too twisted at this game, and we can just see how this timeline progresses because it starts off from bad and it gets from bad to worse. So we're going to play this and let us know what you think in the chat, y'all.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Going in.
I bet he's so. One of the most disappointing things as a man, right? Because there's a happy medium, and you have to know your lady. This is where Snoop talked about this in the early '90s, and I forgot what old school soul singer said this too. You know, they you gotta learn. You got like women don't know they gotta learn their man, but men you gotta learn your woman. And a lot of times we go out, and this is why I was like, I've never understood the guys who could get girls drugged up and drunk because the sex is never that great. You got to know where her limit is. Now, there's levels to this. There's a couple drinks. Man, she might do something. Then there's the level where she gets to and she's like, woo, she's good. Like you gonna have some wild shit that you can get done. Then there's this dangerous level, right? Where they become violent. And you don't want that. They get like mad, you tell them no, you say something and like, and you're like, hey bitch, go calm your ass down, go sat down somewhere. But then there's a level where they just go to sleep, which women don't know their limits. So that's where, again, that's why I say I agree. The older I've gotten, I understand pimps. Pimps are necessary in society. Sometimes I know women don't want to hear this. Some of y'all need some male guidance, some discipleship, some mentorship. And you got to keep her from the I'm going to pass out. You know why? Because one, you ain't going to get no pussy. Or it's going to be terrible because she's just going to be a starfish. And two, you know who got to drag her and carry her around? You do. And, some of these women are hefty anyway, and you can't tell them shit because you can't size shame. But three, it ain't even so you can carry them. I can carry a big girl. The worst thing to carry is dead weight. Like, it's harder to carry them. They have they moving everywhere. This woman right here needed somebody to help her. to tell her, hey, stop. You're acting an ass. But what happened was that guy with the Ravens jersey on, I tell you what, because you see her dancing, getting flirty. She's probably rubbing up on some other women. So my man started saying, hey, I might get a 2-for-1 tonight. She's cute. Somebody else is gonna get it, but now look at you. Now all you have is a medical bill. And the way she's just sipping this, I already know she's a rookie. Like, not a rookie, but she ain't no vet. I know she mixing liquor. And mixing liquor ain't for the faint of heart. I've been there. She's drinking beer out of order. Yeah, like you got to drink your liquor, then you get your beer. But don't like drink a lot of beer in between. Don't go liquor, beer, liquor. That's a bad, like bump out. She gonna throw up. So, but like but I also feel bad for my sister here because I know it's some repressed shit in there. She needed this. You ever just see somebody out and they look like, man, that woman needed that. That woman got badass kids at home. She been first week of school. She teaching the shit. Kids don't know. She teach kindergarten. Kids don't know. You got to wipe ass and talk to parents who don't know their kids are specially abled or act like they don't know that. So like now you're in a bad scenario. But like you can't just keep drinking like that, baby girl. Like so she's trying to sneak in. Like how much at a like I'm gonna tell you how to survive a Florida State game coming to a big game tailgate. That is not how you survive. What you do is you go to the game. I'm gonna give you enough liquor, right? Like you're gonna feel fulfilled at this tailgate. It's between liquor and food. And you know what the game really is for? The game is really for you to sober up so you can go home. You need that 3 to 4 hours to be able to sat down somewhere and like just kind of exercise, jump up, do the wave and all that other shit. But it's really like just let your body metabolize everything. Because you cannot drink from noon to 8. Not safely. And not around people unless you really know your limits. Like you playing drinking games and all that other stuff, baby. Nah. Out in the heat. Because it's hot everybody. It's hot everywhere. But man, but again, as a fella, I'm telling my fellas, man, so that I'm trying to help you. You cannot, like, this ain't good. This is not gonna end well for you.
The power bank flask was when I knew this video was getting out of pocket because I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's
This
kinda...
disguise. So, man, 8 ounces. Oof.
Okay, so it's not a power bank at all. It's not both. It's just
No, it says not a functioning power bank on the
You could do both. That would be crazy.
That would be. They need to make one where you could do both, but it includes the imitation power cord, so you can take your alcohol anywhere, and it's made from food safe plastic, BPA free.
I like that.
You know what? We didn't see her drinking any water.
That's another thing.
Gotta know. I mean, I think again, you can't say protect women and you don't listen. Like she needs positive male mentorship. So Steve, we're gonna try to find that number for you because my guy said, does anybody know her?
Yeah, where's her at?
She needs positive direction. I want to see her win. But right now, all I'm thinking about is who raised you. Hey, it's like, it's like my mom goes to the tailgate. My mama don't drink like that. So I'll be like, Mama, Carmen, go sit your ass down somewhere, man. Like out here wilding and shit. Like, but again, if I know drinking bring, like, what was it? It was a chick I was with in college, and I told her that I knew she couldn't go over 10 drinks, but she didn't know how to count drinks. She was like, "Oh no, I had 5 mimosas. That doesn't count, bitch. That is a drink."
I was about to say, if she can't count,
We
drinks,
only
you
had
can't count.
We only had 4 shots. I'm like, "Yo, you've had 9 drinks." "No, I haven't." Like, "Yes, you have."
Oh, see,
You don't know how. See, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not listening.
Okay.
I say, you need to watch your tone. You're not listening, and this is how you get in trouble. Like, you need to go drink you some water. Get you some what's some things that we had? I got to sell them at the tailgate along with clear bags. What's that we was drinking, Jaden, at the camp? The thing that Brittany gave us?
It was called Drip Drop.
Yeah, you gotta get some Drip Drop. Or it's an electrolyte drink. Shit was delicious.
Oh, okay.
Ironically, they gave her the black flavor though. We were drinking watermelon Drip Drop, but you need those liquid IV, something like that, to help replenish that stuff, man.
If they go out partying and thinking the people who they're drinking around are just drinking when they go party, these people drink
Pre-game,
regular, every day after work. Their tolerance is higher than
right.
Party social drinking.
Like what? And you got to factor in the heat. And again, you're going around drinking thinking that the world cares about you.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Like they're trying to get you set up. First off, Steve, I was drunk though. Like I could drink, but I know my limits. If you ever see me chasing, right, that means I've been drinking a lot. That means I'm pacing myself at this point. Like I can't do it anymore. I'm hurting. I am hurt. I was on tilt at that athlete's first party. I was in that bitch. I was fighting for my life. Yep. But that's what old boy tried to lie and say that old girl sniffed him. It ain't gonna get mad at me because he keep going around trying to make no, actually I'm not even gonna hide name. What's the little the fruity not Tamaj.
Saunders.
No, he's a young reporter. He used to cover Florida State, now he covers the Raiders. Said my girl, said she. All right, we all know Sheena. Sheena ain't messing with no brokies, man. I'm just telling you that, dog. Like, just so if you're trying to get at Sheena, dog, like, yeah, man, like, don't no random dude. If you tell me that Sheena sniffed you, brother, like, you tell a group of people that my dog out here just sniffing randoms, dog, we gonna out you. It's not a good look. And don't get mad at me because you was around here lying about getting sniffed. Because sniffing is intimate. I've been sniffed before. Sniffing made me, damn it, Jaden, when I'm gonna get some mind games? Speaking of sniffed, where can I get this mind game shit at? Because I don't even remember the cologne.
I'm gatekeeping, man. I'm gatekeeping.
You over here gatekeeping the damn mind games. I need it before I go to the next pylon tournament.
Oh Lord. Oh no.
I don't want nothing from her. It's just that was a proud moment in my life.
It ain't your booty, it's your beauty.
I was over here. She's like, you smell good. I'm like, what? Jaden, get me that shit now. I was like, hey, I don't know where to buy this at, but whatever that is, I want to wear that. Even though I got Jimmy Choo Man might be I like the way that smells. That might be my everyday wear. But anyway, what else we got? Get off of this drunk women. Women learn how to handle your liquor. Stop using hormonal shit. I've found women got more excuses for why they act wild than anybody. So we need to stop this and have some responsibilities.
We have a basketball segment to discuss. So John Wall announced his retirement from the league, and now that means Paul George is the last man standing from the 2010 draft class. So Baller's Life put this picture on here. Some of the players drafted in the first round of the 2010 draft class, and Paul George was the number 10 pick, and he is the last person standing on this list. But congratulations to John Wall on his retirement, man. A great feat for the Kentucky point guard. Last but not least, James, we have a YN Wildin segment for today, and that goes to none other than Blueface. I hope he's not busting it down in the pen, but with these pictures, it looks like he's doing some type of gymnastics. So this is Blueface in the pen. He looked like he beefed up, man, got on them weights and water and bread, and man, he got some crazy poses. So
Why? He looks like he's supposed to be on the bearskin rug in front of a fire. What's he doing?
No. Yo.
Yeah, get his ass. He should have known better.
Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down.
Trying to be cool in jail.
Silk the Shocker walk so Blueface could run.
Y'all need to stop. Y'all be killing Silk the Shocker like he wasn't the most popular. Everybody loved Silk the Shocker at that time. 5 years later, everybody's
never liked Silk the Shocker. But he had some bangers though.
I didn't think he was good, but I know he was popular.
Like he just had the right. Oh, now the girls didn't like him, and he had the right people on all of his top songs. Like nobody listened to his part. Dog, I don't know. Like
somebody made that man popular.
What's crazy is this is why I say you can't just like we seen him fight. We know he liked to fight. So imagine having a dude that's like you don't really know where he at in his life. He done time. He might like you. He might like your girl. But you about to fight him, and then now you don't know what's gonna happen if you don't win that fight.
Yeah, I think Lund is right. He likes it there.
Oh man, yeah. Like anybody who keeps like, I was again another thing. The ultimate, you know what the top level of gangster is, and I really believe this is what a lot of men don't understand. The highest level of gangster is gay.
I was hoping you weren't going that way, but
think about it like this: Mike Tyson told a man, "I'm gonna fuck you until you love me," and it was a threat. I don't ever want to be that gangster. Yeah. Think about this. All the OG. Oh man, my OG been locked up for 30 years. And he went right back in after he got out. That means he got a boyfriend now.
That's true, but there's also not having any responsibility. Sometimes I get jealous of that.
They do got responsibility.
What responsibility?
They got to be responsible for their booty. I have watched enough of these prison things to know that that's not where I want to go. Like, if you go in there, apparently you can't just do your time and mind your fucking business. You got to join the gang. And the gang got to make you put in work. Ugh. And so now you have the responsibility to go either murder somebody if they ask you to or do whatever. And again, you're in a boys' club for no reason.
I truly believe some people just don't want to get a job.
Now, if I was just homeless and like crazy, it probably beats beating on the street. And you know you got consistent food. And if some of these, I'm telling you, man, some of these changes, man, it's about to get real. Like, did you see they're going to take Section 8 off if you've been on for 2 years?
Okay. Oh, that's scary for some. Oh.
Rent too damn high, bro.
Yeah, I was like, that's good. But then I was like, oh, there's going to be a lot of riffraff.
A ton of riffraff. Like it's gonna be places where I just don't go.
Yeah, for sure. I never got Section 8. Still.
I mean, yeah, I never.
We need the people to have it.
I'm just saying. But like some of the stuff, like I just think he just looks comfortable. Yeah. Like that's where all his friends are at.
And I'm a person I like athleticism. I like stretching. I hate what we did to the split, calling it the splits, therefore making it the gayest stretch ever. But
porn made it gay.
Yeah.
Because and strippers did.
Stretching is
because we've seen strippers split. And that's what we're thinking. And that's what we're thinking. Like, I can't be like no damn stripper. When, to be honest with you, like a lot of this stuff, when you get older, you appreciate it. Like, I get why I cross my leg. And typically it's only my left leg because that's the side that's hurt the most. I'm stretching. I'm not doing this for to be a proper man. I'm doing this because my hip hurt. My sciatic and my hip hurt. So I need to do this shit. But I may do this in the comforts of my own home to try to get a good stretch, but you ain't gonna just see me side lunging with my booty to a wall and taking pictures while I'm glazing I'm looking into the camera. Like, this looks like anybody who used to watch Mad TV, the lowered expectations, like the dating thing. Because again, some of y'all, you might not know this yet. I was at the tail end of this. They used to have like you can go, you can go to the website now and you can do the dating apps. People used to subscribe for dating videos. And so like you would see them put a video in and it would be a video of someone saying, hey, I'm James, I'm a Leo, I'm such and such, and I live here. These are my likes and this. So Mad TV had a lowered expectations. Hi, I'm Blueface. I'm this, I'm that. Hey, my baby mama got one tooth. Or she's missing a middle tooth.
I don't like that pose for him. It's like when a woman's sexy in the movies and she crawls up to her man. He's kind of like prowling.
Who took the picture?
Oh, that's a good question.
And say, yo, this is gangster.
Said you.
Boondocks predicted this. Boondocks predicted this with Gangsta-licious. Rock and roll gangster. Rock and roll gangster.
That was wrong what they did. They had them kiss with the sloppiest drool.
Again,
they didn't hold back.
The most gangster level is gay. And that's what he was like, talking about that thug and love. This is bigger than me, bigger than you, little man. This is about thug love. Angelo said $40. Hey, listen, you know what? CNS Trump, excuse me, I don't want to say this disrespectfully. So if it doesn't mean this is not an endorsement, nor is this an indictment. These are just things that we are assuming, and for the sake of jokes. 4-5 did get hit with the with some of them weirdo charges. He might be trying to help the economy by putting Section 8 back out there. Like, because you could charge $300, ain't nobody got that no more, but you can add them $40 add up. So, you get you about $40 in a day. Like, baby, you that, like, hey, I'm in a bind, Nate. It's gonna be a lot of in a bind Nates. I think so, but I think you gotta you gotta prove that you're trying to work or some shit like that. But Blueface, but on that note, Blueface, you wildin', dog. And we can't even blame his light skinness because he's clearly been getting a tan.
You might have been getting something else too. You never know. Never know. Well, that concludes our show for today, James. So thank you all for tuning in. And any
is that how we ended the show on the most gayest possible way?
The Blue Power Ranger isn't gay, James.
We got something else.
What do you mean? Blue Power Ranger isn't gay? But no, that's it. That's it for today's show. Yep. I wanted to leave off on the funny note, but any last words to the fans of the show as we conclude?
Jaden, you're saying something and it ain't coming through.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yo, the Blue Power Ranger is a part of the community.
Oh,
so
dang.
The Power Ranger, that's wild.
Billy's gay?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me see, because I can look at the thing. I'm not trying to look up. I don't care if Billy's gay or not. Trying to see where we at in the show.
Wait, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. So yeah. I did not know that, Charles, about the Blue Power Ranger. So I guess it's ironic. Very ironic. But no, yeah, that was all we had. I have for today's show. Just want to end it off on a funny note, but any last words to say to the fans out there, James? As
That
we
definitely ended it on a funny note. But nah, get your tailgate tickets. We're still selling them. We will not sell out. It's all you can eat and drink. That might just be all you can eat and drink. So we're gonna keep selling tickets. Because again, at the end of the day, this goes to a good cause. It'll be good hanging out, fun, food and vibes. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you become a member. If you don't want to be an all-in member, you don't want to pay through YouTube, you can go to mftkfoundation.com. Go to donate. Any increment over $3.99 is what we charge for that. That gets you able to be a part of the Pigskin Pick'em, college football Pick'em, and the fantasy football. Outside of that, also make sure Mandarin U will start next week. If you have a business that want to be showcased on this, please let us know. We will do commercials. It'll be a live streamed event. The goal is to grow this platform so that we can continue to do more things like that for different teams. Outside of that, man, we really appreciate everybody for chopping it up with us. We will see you guys next time.